when they started the genreification of music back early in the last century, it was basically built on, the genres were basically built on a rhythm that played. And I don't have bluegrass is not, the rhythm that Monroe played to is not a natural rhythm for me. And I don't think it is for anybody. He had such a developed sense of it, and it was such a developed sense of the primal forms. It's like when you play in a 3/4 time, they call it waltz time. If you play Blue Moon of Kentucky, it was a hard 3/4. Da 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 da. Let's see. Da 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 da. Real hard 3/4. Turn right around and play Kentucky waltz, and it almost have a minuet feel to it. But he knew those subtle differences, like when you were the rhythm of a march time that you would play during the first part of Under a Double Eagle, and then go into that real strict 2/4 for the second part of it. Da 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 diddle dum diddle dum dum. And he would do it, with the pick and everything, the rhythm that he had, I never could do it. I could accompany it while it was alive, and I learned how to play with him very well. And I've got a couple of shows when Sonny Osborne stood on that stage in Eminence, Missouri, and said that I did the best job of playing that old man's music any banjo player that ever worked with him. I worked at it to do that. But by the same token, take him away, I could only accompany it. I can't do it. I talk about in those videos about the bluegrass music of today being more a social skill than it is an art form. It's a social skill and an expression of ego. You've lost the continuity of rhythm in it. You've lost the melodious lead lines in it. It's all just phrases and everything. It's like, when you listen to some of the classic jazz of the past, the Django Reinhardt and Stephen Grappelli, you'd have Stephen Grappelli playing, a semblance of the melody the way it was, and then Django Reinhardt playing phrases that played around through the structure of that. And you had those two things to contrast. Nowadays, how much music is there out there that when you hear an instrumental played, you actually walk down the street and start humming, 6, 8 bars or measures of the thing. I can remember a phrase here and there, but as far as the wonderful continuity of the melody and the rhythm, I just don't see it.